Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. Woo! The Crew motorfest, baby. It is better than I expected. Yesterday I watched the UB4. I think mostly people watch the UB4, but I didn't watch the entire show because I didn't want information about the Crew motorfest. I mean, the only thing that I know from that show is the Crew motorfest and the multiple Assassin's Creed.
Alright, so I'm gonna add more information and also to make this thing clear that I didn't play the demo, but I do watch it. And also, the game will be released on September, which means Ubisoft Ivory Tower does have a lot of time. If there's something wrong with the game, sure they can fix it. And of course, the release version is gonna be different, slightly different than the demo version. So yeah.
But I'm here not talking about the Assassin's Creed. I'm talking about the Crew motorfest. There's so much stuff that are very interesting to look at, especially when he said you can transfer all your cars, all your vehicles to the motorfest for free. When he said for free, he meant that one, man.
You will be able to import your vehicle collection into the Crew motorfest for free.
But that's just one good news. You got more than that one, okay? The good things yet to come. So what is actually new from the Crew motorfest is, first up, we got new cars, and finally, they confirm the Supra Mark IV. Yeah, when people always the Crew game, where's the Supra? Where's the Mark IV Supra? The Crew game at Toyota, please. You got the Mark IV Supra in the next game. That's pretty cool. And also, you got the special edition of a Mark IV Supra, and you can unlock it by a playlist. That's the new features, by the way. I'll talk about it later on. But let's just get back to the new cars. So yeah, you got the Mark IV Supra and the special edition. And in case there's some people saying, yeah, you got the Mark IV Supra, how about the Mark V Supra? Boom! You got the Mark IV Supra. And if you pre-order it, you got the best offer by far is Mark IV Supra Liberty Walk Edition, baby.
Alright, speaking of Toyota, you can also get the Supra Mark IV or even 5. You also got the Toyota Tacoma, which, I didn't expect that one, and obviously that car is gonna be in the off-road class, rally raid class, whatever. And speaking of the off-road class, you also got the UTV and ATV or quad bike. So yeah.
I'm waiting for a licensed body kit in this game, and now we got a Liberty Walk. Even though Liberty Walk wasn't exactly my favorite body kit, I mean, I prefer Farish, but hey, we got a licensed body, we got a Liberty Walk. Okay, that's pretty good. And then you got multiple electric cars such as Hummer EV, Porsche Taycan, Lotus Evija, Lamborghini Tesla Milano. I don't know how to pronounce that one, but yeah, it was a electric Lamborghini. Considering they have a really good relation with a Lamborghini recently. I mean, you got the Countach and a Venton in the Crew 2, and then you got the Urus and Scion in the Morphet. I thought the Scion will be like the main car, like the cover car. It's like the McLaren Senna in Forza Horizon, like it's an exclusive car. No. You got Lamborghini Revuelto. That car, the V12 hybrid Lamborghini that had been announced recently, about a couple months ago. Yeah, it was in the Morphes right now. It was like an exclusive car, at least for now. But yeah, I didn't expect that you got a Revuelto in the Morphes. I mean, it's too early, like I said, because it had been announced like a couple months ago. Yeah, it's a good news for Lamborghini fans. And also you got a multiple classic cars such as Shelby Cobra. You already know that one. Honda NSX, the pop-up NSX, it was in the Morphes. That actually, I wasn't expecting that car, to be honest with you. Also, I want to add this thing one up. You might be not realizing it, but I saw somebody playing on the cockpit view. And I'm quite surprising because they actually fixing the steering rotation. You're not gonna see like a really slow steering rotation in the Crew 2. And also it annoys me every time when I'm playing the game on the cockpit view and saw the steering rotation. It's so goddamn slow, and at the same time it makes me uncomfortable playing on that one. So yeah, like oh shit, the steering rotation is just too slow. I'm going back to chase cam. And one more thing to add, you got a different steering animation and different car. Like for example, you go inside to a race car, you got this kind of steering animation like that. That's pretty normal. While on the road car, the steering wheel rotates even more, and you got this kind of animation that one. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, so let's talk about the playlist. Playlist, it's rather interesting because It's like a mooted event in the Crew 2, the theme event. And obviously, the theme of that playlist will gonna match depend which kind of playlist you choose. Like you choose a Japanese playlist, you will get like a Japanese theme, mood, or environment. And I assume that the playlist will have a multiple event, or maybe just have a single event. And every time you complete which kind of playlist you choose, you will get a car, and obviously the car will match the playlist you choose, like a Toyota Supra in Japanese playlist, because Toyotas are Japanese. And also it reminds me of the Miami ride in the Creed too, like when you have to complete the uh, 80s style theme event, like a synth wave with the neon on that one, it's pretty 80s, and you will get a DeLorean with the 80s style, like a neon DeLorean for free if you complete that one. And not to mention that they have a really banging soundtrack to match the theme of that playlist. I know I'm early to judge it, but yeah, that's all about the playlist.
And one last thing that, in my opinion, is rather interesting is the circuit race. When it comes to the circuit race in the Crew 2, uh, it feels the same, like a regular street race event, but makes it different is you racing on the circuit. Pretty much that's it. But in the more fast, you got a tire wearing. Yeah, that's right. Now, pit stop, it's the thing in the more fast, and you got a really cool cutscene on that one to make the game even more fun. And I do love it because, in the Crew 2, like you got a pit lane or pit road, but it just meant nothing. Like it's a useless place to do. Okay, you add that pit lane just because it was a racetrack. Okay, you need to have that one. But yeah, in the Crew 2, it just meant nothing. Just like an empty place that doesn't have any like a pit road or something like that. And I do love it. They had a pit stop on Morpheus. Even though the mechanism wasn't exactly that complex. It was just a simple mechanism. Okay, you didn't get a soft, medium, compact. You didn't get like a racing strategy. I do love it. I do love it when you have that in the Morpheus. But they have the pit stop. As long as they get a pit stop, I do love it. It's pretty cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the map. You already know that the map will be set on Hawaii, which means the map is gonna be smaller than the previous game. I mean, if you compare the Hawaii between the USA, hell, it's like David and Goliath. But I think smaller map, it's not a problem to me because when you got a small map, what I'm expecting is you got more polished map, way more polished than before. And also about the environment, I think the crew has their expert. I mean, you got a pedestrian, birds flying around, and also some animals. And I think Forza also have some like animals on that one. But I'm hoping that the environment is better than the Forza Horizon because the issue of Forza Horizon is the map feels dead because you got no pedestrian on that one. So yeah, if the crew more fast did it beat the Forza Horizon in the map on the map style, I think a double win. You got a good map, I mean better map, and also some environments makes the game looks alive. And I want to add one more thing for the circuit racing, especially for the AGP class, that the RB18 is confirmed. Yes, now Red Bull is back in the crew more fast, and I can't wait to taste that one because I'm just gonna curious how it feels like driving an F1 car on the arcade game.
And I think that's it for today's video. I might be missing a lot of things, but yeah, that's the only thing that I know. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's just the Crude Morphfest. My expectation just getting high when I see the trailer. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the sub, please smash like, subscribe button. See you in the next video. Goodbye.